Hi everyone, my name is Jeff Yamazaki and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about one of my absolute favorite things since turning 30 and making a bit more disposable income, Japanese watches. And one watch in particular completely stole my heart, and that's the Grand Seiko SBGA413 or 443 if you bought it in Japan like I did. If you're here for the buying experience, feel free to skip to the timestamp here, where I'll walk you through my experience purchasing this watch in Tokyo, plus the cost and the exclusive goodies Grand Seiko includes when you buy in store. So without further ado, let's start off with the review. Alright, let's start with the exterior. Crafted from high intensity titanium, this watch is exceptionally lightweight and easy to wear, coming in around 90 grams, give or take a few grams depending on the number of links you have. And true story, I sometimes don't feel the watch on me after a few hours, so I have to kind of double check if it's still on there. The titanium not only reduces weight, but also enhances durability, making it a great everyday casual watch. The caseback has a beautiful see-through screw-down design where you can admire the beautifully finished spring drive movement in action. Up front, the beautiful sakura colored dial is protected by a sapphire crystal with an anti-reflective coating, ensuring a pristine display in any lighting display. The case itself measures 40mm in diameter with a lug-to-lug distance of 47mm and a thickness of 12.8mm. On my 6-inch wrist, which is pretty small, the watch sits comfortably, though it's on the cusp of being slightly too big. And so for my next Grand Seiko purchase, I'm likely sizing down, but I still find this piece versatile and wearable across many casual and elevated outfits. Now onto the bracelet. While Grand Seiko bracelets often receive mixed opinions, I personally like the low-key and understated design they come out with. This watch is definitely for those who prefer a more low-key aesthetic, including myself, who loves wearing nice watches but don't necessarily want to draw too much attention. The bandwidth is 12mm and features a 3-fold clasp with a push-button release. It may not be the most extravagant clasp design, but it's practical and easy to use. Overall, the exterior of this watch embodies classic Grand Seiko design where form and function exist in perfect harmony. Next up is the spring drive movement. There's already a ton of content out there that breaks down the technical details, so I won't bore you with that. However, one thing I really want to highlight is the incredibly smooth sweeping second hand. Thanks to the unique combination of the mechanical and quartz regulation, the second hand glides with incredibly smooth motion, and it's honestly mesmerizing. Dare I say, even more beautiful than a Rolex movement. As a casual watch lover, I find myself constantly captivated by how effortlessly it moves and amazed with the level of engineering that made it possible. Those quick glances at my wrist throughout the day always puts a little smile on my face, reminding what a great purchase this was. It's a small but meaningful reminder of the craftsmanship and thoughtfulness that went into this watch. Spring drive is truly something special, and I hope you get to experience it on your wrist one day too. Alright, let's move on to my favorite part of the watch, the dial. Alright, let's talk about the dial. I think 99% of people who buy this watch do it specifically for the dial. And honestly, I get it. The first time I saw this dial in person, I knew I had to take it home. Right away, I was drawn to the soft pink hue, and in the store, it's quite prominent, but once you step outside and the light hits it differently, it shifts to this beautiful silver, which is the hint of pink. That subtle color shift completely blew me away, and I knew right then and there that this watch would be incredibly versatile. Grand Seiko pays homage to the 4 seasons with a series of timepieces: Shunbun for spring, Rikka for summer, Shibun for autumn, and Taisetsu for winter. Each watch features a beautifully textured dial inspired by the essence of its respective season in colors of pink, green, blue, and silver. And it captures the subtle beauty of nature in a way that only Grand Seiko can. Since we're talking about the Shunbun, the dial reflects the fleeting beauty of cherry blossom season around March and April. It's inspired by the moment when sakura petals fall into the river and begin swirling and floating downstream. That soft pink texture captures a brief but breathtaking moment that happens once a year during spring. And I've been to Japan many times, but I've yet to witness this moment in person. One day though, I'll be there wearing this watch and it'll feel like everything has come full circle. Alright, we covered all the details of this beautiful watch, but when it comes to everyday wear, is it going to fit in your style? As someone who creates approachable men's fashion content, I can confidently say that this watch is not only versatile for casual, elevated, and formal outfits, but a timepiece that seamlessly elevates anything you wear. This is where the understated aesthetic of the watch really shines. It strikes the perfect balance between never too flashy for casual outfits, yet refined enough to complement elevated and formal looks. It's a true everyday watch that anyone can pull off, and to prove it, let me show you 3 different styling options. First up, a casual outfit. Perfect for a relaxed weekend with friends or a laid-back movie date with your significant other. The watch blends effortlessly into the outfit, adding just the right amount of sophistication without feeling out of place. Next, an elevated outfit. This is something I wear for a nice dinner or a date night. The watch subtly enhances the overall look, adding an extra layer of refinement. And out of the 3 styles, I personally think this is where the Grand Seiko truly shines. And for my current lifestyle, this is how I wear it about 90% of the time. And of course, I had to style it with a suit. I'm wearing a Suit Supply suit here, which is one of my favorites at the moment. And as you can see, the Grand Seiko integrates seamlessly. It doesn't overpower the outfit, but instead acts as a refined finishing touch. The suit remains the main event while the watch plays its role as a subtle yet sophisticated accessory. Alright, those are some outfit inspiration with the watch, so let me know which outfit you think works best with this watch. Lastly, let's talk about the Grand Seiko buying experience, which was incredible. Just to clarify, this is based on my experience purchasing the watch in Japan, so I don't have any first-hand experience buying from a Grand Seiko boutique in the US. But that might change in the future. In Japan, there are plenty of options for purchasing a Grand Seiko, whether it's at the Namikidori flagship boutique in Ginza where I got this watch, or the Wako flagship building down the street, or department stores like Isetan, Mitsukoshi, or Matsuya, or even electronic stores like Big Camera and Yodobashi Camera. Each of these locations offers brand new watches, but each has its own pros and cons. As a tourist wanting to immerse myself in the full Grand Seiko experience, I chose to visit the Namikidori flagship boutique in Ginza, and the whole experience was everything I hoped for. And I'll also link a helpful Reddit resource down below for anyone planning to buy Grand Seiko while traveling in Japan. It was an invaluable guide for me and will help anyone looking for the full experience in Japan. I was specifically looking for the Grand Seiko SBGA413, and a few days after landing in Tokyo, I stopped by the Namikidori boutique and asked if they had it in stock. The sales associate told me it was unfortunately out of stock, but offered to reserve one for me in case a new shipment arrived the following week. Luckily, it was early in my trip, so I had time to wait, and everything worked out, and exactly 1 week later, I picked up the watch at the same location. Now, the actual buying experience was unforgettable. Grand Seiko's customer service truly sets the bar high, and this was one of the standout moments of my entire trip. In Japan, customer is king and service is taken to a whole new level. There's something uniquely special about being treated with this level of care and attention. And it's what really made my buying experience so memorable. When I sat down with the sales associate, they didn't just rush me through the transaction. Instead, they carefully explained every detail of the watch, from the dial to the bracelet to the spring drive movement itself. They took their time to walk me through how to use the watch, tips on what to look for and how to maintain it long term. They truly made sure I left with a deep understanding and appreciation for the watch I was purchasing. On top of this, they gave me 2 important cards. The first is the limited warranty card, which covers free repairs and adjustments for a period of 5 years from the date of purchase. This applies to any defects in the movement, case, or bracelet. And the second is the maintenance support card, which is valid for 8 years and gives you access to special rates for any future services. I'm not sure how much of a discount you get, but it's certainly a nice perk, and you can use it, I think, once. I don't know if other luxury watch brands offer anything like this, but I thought it was a great service that adds even more value to the experience. Alright, as for the complimentary gifts, they were a wonderful surprise. I received a beautifully crafted pen, which was in this box, but I can't seem to find it, but it was this beautiful handcrafted pen that I really liked using. Along with that, I got a custom Grand Seiko furoshiki, a traditional Japanese wrapping cloth. That's beautifully designed in navy blue with the lion emblem. I probably won't use it, but it's a lovely keepsake and adds a really nice unique touch to the experience. The final gift was actually a tote bag, which I haven't opened yet. But it's a thoughtful gesture and a nice reminder of the brand's attention to detail. Of all the gifts, the pen was by far my favorite, which I'm trying to find where it was, but I can't seem to locate it. But honestly, all of them combined made the entire buying experience that much more memorable. And if you're watching this and considering buying at Grand Seiko, I can't recommend enough that you do it in Japan. The whole experience, from the customer service to the education about the watch to the thoughtful gifts, was truly exceptional. Whether you go to the Namikidori flagship boutique in Ginza like I did, or the Iwako building, you're guaranteed to have an experience you'll never forget. And it's not just about buying a watch, it's about creating a memory that will last a lifetime. As you saw, I'm a huge Grand Seiko fan, and I hope this video helped you learn a little bit more about this watch and Grand Seiko in general. The SBGA413 will be a classic timepiece that will serve you for the rest of your life and something worth passing down to the next generation. I'll be posting more watch videos after I come back from Japan later this month, so if you enjoyed this one, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and if you love men's fashion, watches, Japan, and lifestyle videos, please consider subscribing as well. And as always, thank you for watching and see you in the next one.